Now that we have the dome configured for Dish Network, it's time to hook up the coax cable. To do that, we'll come up in front here. There's two ports, one labeled main, one labeled secondary. The secondary has a terminator on it, and it's for an additional receiver. In our example, we're only going to be using one receiver, so we're going to leave that terminator on. We're going to use the port over here labeled main. So we'll take our coax, we'll put it up straight in, and we'll just finger tighten it. Again, as in all my videos, I recommend that you just do it finger tight. There's no need for a wrench. The carryout comes with a 50-foot power cable. However, it does run on 12-volt DC, so it plugs into a cigarette lighter. If you have AC power available, I suggest that you purchase our power converter. One cable plugs into 110 volts, and then it has a receptacle for the cigarette lighter plug-in. So you would simply plug that into here and then plug this into a wall outlet. Now in our example, we're going to be hooking this receiver up to the carryout for the first time. And it's extremely important that we go through some specific steps to get it configured for the receiver before we apply power to the unit. So we're going to take our video cable and we're going to plug it into our VIP 211K receiver. Let's go on over here and do that. On the back of the receiver, there's a port labeled satellite in. Again, we'll take the other end of this cable, hold it straight, screw it in. It should go in nice and easy. No need to crank this down. Finger tight is good enough. Alright, now we've got it hooked up. The carryout doesn't have any power, but we're going to go into the receiver over here. And I'm going to power it on. And we're going to press the menu button to get into the configuration screen. We're going to select number 6, System Setup. Then we're going to select number 1, Installation. Then we're going to go to number 1, Point Dish. And in this screen, we want to make sure that our dish system is 500. So we're going to use our right arrow key, and we can go up with the up and down arrow keys to select the different dish system types. In previous videos, for example, the MP1, we selected dish system type 300. And the reason for that is the MP1 had a single LMB and it pointed on only one satellite at a time. In one of our other videos, we used a dish system type 500, and that is for a dish that supports multiple satellites. The dome is a little bit different. It has a single LMB, so logic would tell you that it should be a dish system 300, but it automatically switches between the satellites. So we need to tell the receiver it's a dish system 500. So in this screen, we'll set it to 500. The zip code doesn't matter, and we'll set it up satellite 119. And we'll go over with the arrow keys and we'll go up to check switch. We'll select check switch, and then the test button will be highlighted. We're going to press the center button and run a test. And we're going to cut out of this video for now. This will take a few minutes to do. And the reason that it does is it's reading what kind of system that we have, and it's configuring the receiver for the dish. So once this is done, we'll come back and we'll continue on with our video. Now that check switch is finished, it's going to ask you whether or not you would like to save these settings. And you're going to say yes, and then it'll ask you again, are you sure you want to save these settings? You'll say yes again. And every time that you hook a different dish up to a receiver, for example, the MP1 up to this receiver, and then we would switch to the carryout, we would need to run this check switch. And it allows the receiver to figure out what kind of dish is hooked up to it so that it can work appropriately. So if you've taken it out of your house and you hook it up to the carryout, you're going to have to run that check switch. So, but if you do have a dedicated receiver in your RV, you're going to only have to do this check switch once. So now that it's completed, we're just going to click on the done button here, and we're back to the check switch screen. Now we're ready to apply power to the unit. So we're going to come over here. In our example, we're going to use this power adapter. And I'll plug one end into 110 volt over here. We'll plug the other end into here. And if you could come over to this side here, we're going to plug this power adapter in. Now, when you're using this power adapter, you'll want to hold it on both sides like this and push it in until it clicks. To remove it, there's a little button on top, and you push this down and pull the unit straight out. Don't pull on the cord. This particular carryout is a demonstration model, and you can see some people have pulled on the cord before this broke, so I don't want that to happen to you. So it's something you can avoid. So to do this, you'll see that there's two marks here, one here and one here, and there's matching grooves on the top. We'll just slide it in nice and easy until it clicks. Now we have power. In a second, you're going to hear the carryout make a bunch of different noises as it searches for satellite signal. This is going to take a few minutes. After it's got a lock on the satellites, it will stop making the noises. All the grinding and the vibrations are all normal. So as soon as this is done moving, we'll continue on with our video.